Hey y'all. So every week, usually on like Sundays, sometimes Mondays, I do what I call my weekly checkup. Before I water anything, I go around with my little moisture meter. Let's find that moisture meter. There it is. And I check the water level on all my plants. Okay, I'm checking everything from my pothos to snake plants to prayer plants to hostas and money trees and my monsteras and whatever. Here go my snakes. And I've learned that not every plant drinks the same, so they're on different schedules. That's why this moisture meter is your best friend. The plants that need watering, I either take them to the sink or I take them to the back patio, depending on how big they are. Like my plant over there, my fiddle leaf, I usually take that to the back because I have to sit that in a big bucket in order to water it the way I like to water it. So I'll show you guys how I like to water. I water with a blend of plant food, and it's usually like I like Miracle Grow, just a drop, a little. We call it weekly, WEAKLY, weekly watering, not week, like week during the week. Or I like this one, Pump and Grow, or I make my own concoction. I place a bowl or a pot underneath each plant and slowly water through the top until the excess drains down into that container. And then it'll start to absorb from the bottom up. And 30 minutes is approximately all it needs to really get your soil saturated and to hydrate your rooting system. A lot of people just water it through and put it back in the stand, and then they're not hydrated. They need to drink that water up. So after they soak everything up, I just put them back. I also like to lightly mist many of my plants as part of like a preventative care routine, because we get aphids and all kinds of fungus, gnats, and all kinds of bugs in our houses, and this will help you not have that have that issue. So this is the blend I personally use lightly and only occasionally, not as an everyday spray, because you don't want to change the pH of your planting system, because you can burn your plants and stress them out. So we don't want to do that. So we do this on an as needed basis when we start seeing them fungus, gnats, and everything around. For me, it's about prevention and maintenance, because I don't want them little nasty buggies flying around my head. You don't want to see no spider mites or mealybugs and so on and so forth. So let's take care of our plants early on so we don't get that issue. The other thing you can do is make sure that you let your soil dry out at least the first 2 inches or up to your middle thumb, and make sure that your soil completely dries out. Another thing you can do is put sand or gravel on top of your soil beds, your soil pots. But the only problem is, if there's even 1 little inch of space, that gnat is going to find its way in to lay its larvae into the soil. So sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. Another thing you can do is take some peroxide, 3%, and dilute it 1 part peroxide to 4 parts water, and drench your soil in it. That'll kill any fungus, gnats, larvae that's in the soil. And this spray I would do like maybe every 3 to 5 days or so, at least twice a week, 3 times a week, until the infestation is under control, or until you stop seeing those gnats flying around. And that's basically it. I'm also going to put some calcium, some eggshells, that I collect, dry them out in the oven, and then crush them. I put that around the base of my plants. It doesn't deter anything unless it's slugs or something like that, any creepy crawlers. but what it does is it gives your plants a slow release of calcium. So that's another good thing to do. Or you can make a spray and spray them, and you'll get a, you know, a, not a slow release, but a quick release of a boost of calcium. The more attention you pay, the more your plants tell you what they need. And trust me, I'm still learning something new every single day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. I wish you love and light.